Thank you for coming. My daughter's mother has a potty mouth too. What can you do with mothers? So I'm from West Virginia. And no, I'm not married to my brother. I don't have a brother. Really limited my dating options growing up. I consider it my cousins, but they all have sisters. We can teach those Sicilians a thing or two. You don't have to wait that long. I do have all my own teeth. Well, they will be mine in 3 more payments. I almost lost my redneck status because I just don't like NASCAR. You know, the non-athletic sport centered around rednecks. I've watched it, but it just looks like a hamster spinning in a wheel with a corporate logo. If a Southerner ever looks at you and says, "Bless your heart, aren't you special?" Do not take this as a compliment. You've just been insulted. What they've actually said to you is, "Wow, how did you get out of the house without your helmet?" So, you know, you don't meet many people from West Virginia because most of us can't find the exit. But what do you expect from a group of people who, when they secede from the state of Virginia, the best name they can come up with is West Virginia? They did think about calling themselves Kanawha. I don't know if I'm saying that right because, well, I'm from West Virginia. But they finally decided, you know, they liked the name Virginia because they already knew how to spell it. So they just added a direction. That made it a whole lot easier to give directions for the other Southerners. We just say, okay, you go till you hit Virginia, and then go west. Go right there next to the Walmart. So I'm at that age, I'm middle-aged, and you know, I'm at that point where I'm going through menopause, but I decided that I was going to go through male menopause instead. So instead of hot flashes and mood swings, I bought a sports car and I date the young'uns. That's for my part of educating them. I like dating young ones because, you know, the young men is so much easier. You know, we meet, we hook up, I send them home with a snack pack and they're happy. You know, it's tough being single and dating in LA, you know. I moved here and I said, where can I go to meet people? You know, it's really tough. And I heard about this one bar where several women reported being roofied. So I went to that bar every night for 6 weeks. I left my drink everywhere. Nobody ever roofied me. I do have a lot of friends who will set me up on blind dates, and you know, I really found out what my friends think about me by who they set me up with. Apparently they don't think very highly of me. They seem to think that the perfect man for me is a cross between Danny DeVito and Shrek. You know, I don't give up when I, you know, offered these dates. I do go. I like to make sure, though, that I get there a little bit early so I can find myself a seat with my back against the wall because I just can't suck in my back fat. You know, I'm single and I live alone, and so it makes certain things really tough. You know, I had this allergy testing done. So they put these strips on my back, and they outlined them with a marker, and then they said, okay, come back in 2 days, and we'll take the strips off. And then every night for a week, you have to have somebody redraw the lines on your back. I said, well, that's going to be a little tough because I live alone. And my cat's not very artistic. So the nurse looks at me and she says, well, do you have a neighbor? A neighbor? She automatically assumes I have no friends. I said, well, there is the guy who lives across the hall. In the year and a half I've lived there, I've said hi to him 3 times. So I went over and, hi, my name's Lynn, I live right there. I need you to draw these lines on my back. Now, make sure you're here tomorrow at the same time because we have to do this for a week. So I'm an ER nurse. And, that's an interesting job. We have some real interesting people. They come into our job, and I take them into a room. I strip them naked, I lay them on a hard surface, and I poke and prod them with sharp objects. Like a dominatrix in Scrubs. I had this guy come in the other day, it's this big black guy, and he's on the bed, and I'm there, and I'm trying to get his IV hooked up. And all of a sudden, in my peripheral vision, I see that he's holding his penis to my ear. And I discovered that if a penis is held to your ear, you can hear the ocean. I had this other guy come in, and this gal came in. She weighed about 350 pounds. And she'd been smoking crack, and she was all hysterical and hallucinating and screaming that people were out coming to get her. And I looked at her and I thought, man, that'd be my luck. I'd smoke crack and I wouldn't lose an ounce. I had this other guy come in, and he had a candle injury. Apparently he had a romantic evening all planned out, wine, candlelight, soft music, and he had a little accident. He tripped and fell, and the candle accidentally went into his rectum. He couldn't get it out, so he comes into me, and so I said, okay, let me take a look. And it looked like one of those Buckeyes, you know those chocolate candies with the peanut butter center? And I said, okay, I'm going to need a little more equipment, so I went out and I got the long gloves and the Vata-Lube and the miner's hat with the light. I told my coworker, if I'm not back in 30 minutes, send in reinforcements, I might have gotten sucked in. I had this other guy come in, and he was so wasted, he's totally loaded. And as I'm trying to get him situated, he looks at me and says, you're so beautiful. Can I give you an orgasm? I looked at him and said, probably not.